Hello there, and welcome back to my workshop. Progress continues on my shaker style wall shelf. Let's have a look at where we are here. Last time I joined the two sides with the bottom, and I also put in the first of our shelf boards, first of 4. And for the joinery on the shelves, I'm using something called a sliding half tail. Let's have a look at what that is. It's kind of like a dado, but it's not like a dado because it has a half tail down here. And that makes for an extremely strong joint. So I've got 2 more to do. We're going to do that on this show. And then what we're going to do is glue this all together. And then we're going to move on and make 3 drawers across the bottom here. So let's get started. And our sliding dovetails are finally done. If you want to see this in more detail, check out show number 1. I go into great detail on how I made these. But they're ready to go. And you saw me beveling the edge of this shelf board, and that's so it matches the tilt of our sides. And I've since done the other 2, so we're good there. Now for the drawers, remember we have 3 drawers that go along the bottom, so I need 2 dividers, and I put 2 dados in here. I think you've seen enough dado making, so I went and put them in here. And I need drawer dividers, 2 dividers, so here's one, goes in like this, and then a drawer guide that goes in like this, and it goes like that. So I make another one over here. And then for the drawer that goes, or the shelf that goes across the top here, what I'm going to do, what I have done, is I made stopped dados. And what I did was I knifed my lines, and then I made chisel lines along here and also along here, and chopped out as much as I could, and then I used my router plane to remove the rest. So they're good to go. And what all of this means is that we are now ready to glue this up. So we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to start gluing. All right, what you just saw was me using my cabinet scraper to remove any plane tracks from my boards, and I also sanded to 400. So now we're ready for the glue up, stressful glue up. I think I've got everything ready here, so let's just get started. Here we go. Hopefully I'll get neater at this. Let's go over here. I'm gluing the last half of these joints. You'll see what I mean in a second here. Whoop. Got these popsicle sticks that I'm using for clamping coals. It works really well. Right there. Okay, what have I forgotten? Anything? Looking pretty good here. Whew. Okay. Is that a little stressful or what? Okay. So I'm going to clean up the squeeze out here, and then we're going to have a look when it's dry and see how we did. and it's been overnight, and the first of our shelves is in. Went pretty smoothly, and now we're going to do the next shelf. We're going to do this sequentially because I'm in no hurry and I just want to take my time and get everything just right. So my glue is ready. You may have noticed that when I applied the glue, I applied it to the bottom half of the joint, and then I applied glue to the upper half of my shelf. And that's plenty of glue surface there, and it also reduces the chance of binding, so that's why I did that. So if we are ready, are we ready?
We're ready.
Okay. Put the glue in here first. All right, I'll clean that up a little bit and give that a few hours, and then I'm going to do the next and then the next. And our dovetails are paired nice and flush. We've got all our shelves in. These two are done. These two have to be paired down in the back. I always cut them slightly wider so that once they're glued in place, I can plane them to right where they need to be. So I'm going to be using my so-called scrub plane. It's actually a number 4 with a heavily cambered iron, and the mouth is open as wide as I can make it. Then I'm going to be switching to my number 5 and finishing up with my block plane. So if we're ready, let's get going here. Okay, and our backs are nice and flush. Let's have a look at the front here. It's taking shape. Something I want to show you here. I have 2 Stanley number 4s, both from the Sweetheart era. This one I use as a scrub, and this one I have set up for really fine shavings as a smoother. Now they're almost identical in appearance, so what I do is I tag my scrub so that I will never mistake this for my smoother and actually pick it up and wind up plowing a deep groove straight down the center of a board. I don't want to do that. So, always thinking. All right, what we're going to do next is put our dividers in for the drawers. And our drawer dividers are in, went very well. And now we're going to put in our drawer guides. Let's reorient this. I think this is the best way. Okay, drawer guides. Here's one here, and it goes into a dado along the bottom here. And this is classic cross-grain construction because the grain on the bottom is going this way and the grain on the guide is going the other way. So what I'm going to do is apply glue to just the end of this, and that'll be sufficient glue for holding this in place. Also, I'm going to be using these deep reach clamps, sometimes called cam clamps, and they have a depth of about 6 inches as opposed to an F clamp which has a depth of about 3 inches. So not the clamp you need all the time, but when you do need them, they're very useful. All right. Let's get started here. Make sure I got these right. I'm going to do this one. Okay. All right, that's all there is to it. So we'll give this a couple hours and we'll be right back. All right, it's looking pretty good. Very happy with how it turned out. Now, the plan was to complete this project on this show, but that's not going to happen because I've got a lot to do here. I've got to do 3 drawers, I have to apply a finish And I also have to figure out how I'm going to hang this on the wall. So all that next time in show number 3. Thanks for stopping by, and see you next time.
Wasn't that great?